Alrighty friends, welcome back to a new episode of the Road to Rank 1, and today we're starting off against the man, the myth, the legend, Liquid the Muslim. I haven't seen him play in quite a while, to be honest. Let's see how he's gonna fare. Saw the other day that he decided to pick up the good old StarCraft 2 again, of course. He's currently, I think, the ranked 1 AoE 4 player, so Age of Empires 4 player in the world, which is very impressive. Let's see if he can still kick my butt like he used to do in the golden days as well, StarCraft 2. Because boy, did I lose a lot of MMR to this guy. I freaking hated losing to him as well. He was always one of these guys that he played strategies. He played Terran how an off-race Terran player plays, except he executed it well. So he uses all the tricks in the book, everything. Like, he just plays annoying StarCraft 2, you know? I'm not even... There never was one thing that was like, oh, he's insanely good at this or at that. I think his control and the way he was setting up fight was always very good. But generally, the thing that I always remember from playing against Ben, Demu, is that he just plays like a prick. Like, everything he does is freaking annoying. He actually was world's most annoying StarCraft 2 player. And I'm glad to see that it's also paying off in Age of Empires 4. Because when he was a... Well, I see, this is what I mean. This is going to be proxying stuff. Yeah. I think this is cool. Oh, it's a fake, though, isn't it? It's a little bit of a fake. Oh, it's a fake proxy. But there's a second depot there. Maybe proxy 2-Rax? Ah, maybe proxy 2-Rax. I'm feeling Marauders here in a big way, actually. Yeah, I am. I could have built a Zealot against this. Now that I think about it, I definitely could have built a Zealot against it. I'm just going to get a little bit of a Warp Gate here. I'm just going to scout around. Oh, it is a cute build. Let's see where we're going to find these barracks. I know you're around here somewhere. I know you're in there. People been asking how you been. I never see you anymore. Come out the door. You're a massive brick. We used to be best buddies. Where SCVs are gone. I wish you could tell me why. So there's a couple of things I can do here. No matter what I'm gonna do though, I'll need to get more batteries. I actually think the correct way to approach this is by cancelling the what you call it? By cancelling that thing. Yeah, that's definitely a start, and then getting these bad boys. So if I need to... okay, I'm gonna just get 2 kills here. Now the game is... I don't want to say it's over, but it's looking real good for me. This is just a very powerful build all around. Like, I'm not gonna even lie about that. I think this is one of the best builds to play against someone that is better than me, usually. And the thing is, even at this point, something that can happen is they pull the SCVs, come in with like 6-7 Marauders. So this is why I said cancelling the Warp Gate, it feels wrong, because you're going to have less units, but it stops the push eventually. The moment you get a Void Ray out, the game ends in your favor. Void Rays are insane against Marauder, and also Marauders don't shoot up. So I have a lot of damage output, and also... So here comes the pool. This is fairly standard. There's a couple of ways I can deal with this. The best way to deal with it is just hold positioning workers. That way he will continue attacking these. Then hold positioning workers again. He's gonna move in forward right now. So this is where having 5 Stalkers or 7 Stalkers wouldn't have done so much for me. Yet having this Void Ray, guess what? It's gonna do a whole lot for me. It's going to be freaking fantastic. It's going to end the game. Just straight up end the game. And there's nothing really he can do about it. So he's going to realize that in a couple of seconds, and then he's probably just, well, he's just going to leave himself. I think that's the only thing that makes any sense here to me. He's controlling this quite well. I mean, I'm not surprised by that. His control is always quite good. Gonna get the GG and the win. So the way I figured this out is I see with my scout, second depot going down, which is weird. I should have actually scouted the worker count, which is stupid that I didn't. Like, I looked at it, but I didn't consciously kind of check. I checked second gas, and then I thought it was a fake. Honestly, if you wouldn't have built the second depot, because I wasn't completely focused here, he might have gotten away with it. With this build, actually what you're supposed to do is proxy the second depot as well. So he made a mistake because these SCVs are idling anyway. So now you're losing mining with this SCV, which you could just be doing on the other side. This is super all in, so there's no coming back anyway. Having the depot here isn't like a huge liability. So actually a mistake that might have cost him the game because I was going to respond incorrectly until this happened. Going to get 8 points and on my way back up. Rank 15. Alright friends, second game is going to be against TikTok Girl, a player that I personally never have played against. It is a Protoss, so that's interesting. It's very rare for me to hit people that I don't know. Now, to be honest, I'm recording this a little bit past my bedtime. We're currently 11 PM local time. So this is later than I usually play. Maybe I'm getting to meet all types of new people here on the ladder that I've never seen before. I haven't played against Demu in years. Now TikTok Girl, who I didn't know existed. It is exciting. Is this what the ladder looks like at night? I think we can get used to that. Probe Scout, same time as me. That means after second gateway, actually a little bit slower there for the TikTok Girl. Let's see what we can do. I'm feeling I've been playing so. I think last week when I ended my road to rank 1, I was 6.5k MMR or so. Right now I am 6.3k. It's because I've been doing a lot of experimentation with, particularly in PvP. I think I'm really close to something good, but I'm not there yet. And this is what we call investing in loss. I've been investing heavily in loss, okay? This is a big MMR investment that we've made. And I hope some point in the near future, we're gonna get that big payout. This is very interesting. I think this is a fake all-in that he's doing. So, yeah, this is interesting. So I'm playing against someone that's proxying the second pylon, and this probe arrived at my base 2 minutes and 10 seconds in. That means that the cybernetics core finishes. What is it? The cybernetics core finishes 2 minutes into the game. And that means that if it is an actual tech structure that is being proxied, it's going to be within a 10-second walking range, which is just extremely unlikely. It's just extremely unlikely. Because usually whenever you do something like that, you're just going to get your building killed, right? So we see that indeed there is no structure nearby. It could technically be a gateway because you can build that a little bit earlier. But it's also just, once again, just extremely unlikely. What we have been seeing lately is a lot of like just a single pylon proxy, nothing else, and then going into Twilight builds. This is something that I've noticed as a really an up-and-coming thing that people have been doing. Just gonna get a robotics facility here. I see 2 stalkers, I think that is. Yeah, that definitely is 2 stalkers. So, ooh, it's 2 more. So the reason why I moved in such a weird way is because that will allow me to run by... Oh, you prick. That was well done. That honestly was well done. Allows me to run by with these 2 stalkers. So I'm gonna get a bit of info. I'm not gonna be in trouble at home. Let's see if he has any more units coming out. No. And we have that recall still available. Actually important that I didn't end up using that. Oh, Oracle. What? Okay, that's legit the last thing that I'd expected. Let's do it like this. So what I'm doing here is extremely bad against a lot of things, and specifically very bad against a second Oracle. If my opponent decides to go for a second Oracle, I think I'm actually in serious trouble here. I actually think I'm in serious trouble. However, if there's only a single Oracle, I believe I can make it across the map with 3-gate production, which I'm gonna get real freaking quick. And that's going to, because this gate wheel is really freaking fast. I built it, what, before the 4-minute mark. That is sick quick. Sick quick indeed. And I hope there's no second. Let's see, take a look at the Twilight Council timing. Okay. I don't have a pylon here, that actually kind of sucks. So I believe there is no extra here. There's no extra crap. No, what you call it? No extra Oracle. We're just gonna warp in 2 adepts here, and this is going to be the play. It's gonna be simple. It's gonna be beautiful, and I hope it's gonna work. This is not all in, by the way. This is a serious pressure build. Don't get me wrong. This is a very serious pressure build, but this is not all in. And the reason why it's not all in is because I'm just gonna take a 3rd base behind it. Okay, we also find his pylon, so we're gonna. I think we probably should try and attack that a little bit. Oh, you massive wanker. Oh my god, I dislike you. Should we attack this? Let's send one stalker over there, just to deal with it. At the same time, we're gonna drop this in the main base. Let's hope he's not paying attention. There, he is paying attention. Okay, so he has 5 stalkers in the main, but how many units is this guy building? Does he not know that that's not good? Has he not heard the stories? Has he not learned? That's kind of wild. So we're gonna have a faster base here. This is just a pressure, and this is a minor pressure. Okay, minor pressure. We're not seriously pushing out here. We're not seriously pushing out at all. I want to get an observer. I think it's gonna be key. See if we can shade into the main. Is he building extra batteries or no? He just has a single battery. Does he have any gases? Why are you pulling away, buddy? That seems like world's least necessary thing that I've ever seen. Just gonna get an immortal out as well. Just gonna keep the prism like semi-deployed. I think he's trying to run across, by the way, just run around. So I can pick up units here. So I basically have blink. They're dancing, baby. You ain't coming out there. I can clear this and recall. So right now we're going to be up about 12 workers. We have this immortal on the way as well. We're going to get a 4th gateway. This all feels a little bit odd, perhaps. Do I still have my adepts? Yeah, I still have my adepts. So if my opponent now decides to move across the map, 2 things are going to be happening. First of all, I'm seeing all of his rotations coming in. Second of all, I have an immortal. So he's going to be on a bit of a... I don't want to say he's on a timer, but I can hold anything he throws at me. I have a faster base, so that's why he's on a timer. I have good vision. And he can just run in. So he's going to need to pick off units individually, right? Because I have that immortal. So all of this feels really good. And this is kind of... I'm showing a little bit of the new style that I've been practicing. I think that Blink in this matchup currently is overrated. And it doesn't mean that I don't think it's good. But it's being played every single game. And I don't think that's right. I just don't think it's correct. It doesn't feel correct to me. Okay, he was here. I'm okay with losing these adepts, actually. You know why I'm okay with losing these adepts? It's very simple. It's because either he was moving out, and in that case, these adepts shading in, they're going to be dealing damage, and they're going to force in a defensive warp in, or he's not moving out, and that means I'm really far ahead when it comes to the eco. And I'm also fine in that case. So yes, I make a sacrifice there. Maybe I could have done it better, but I'm actually okay with the way that I executed this. I'm not going to lose any sleep over this whatsoever. I'll warp in a couple more of these. I'm considering getting an extra... yeah, just going to get one of these. Another prism out. I want to get something like this along them lines. Prism, cannon in my main. Look at his gas count. It's very, very low. It's actually quite poor. I forgot to start my charge, which is even worse. Getting a very, very high gas count myself. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm actually planning on going for an all-in. So, why the heck do I have these guys on the map? So, I'm going to fly through Watchtower vision and then send this prism towards the side. This is going to make him believe. See? This is going to hopefully make him believe that I have a prism on the map. And he's going to be chasing that bad boy around for a little bit. And that means that I can freely move across the map to start pushing out. I think I have better upgrades. I know I have a better army. I wonder if he's actually going to try and kill this or not. So, the only thing that can kill me right now is a base trade. If I can deny my opponent a 4th, which I think I can by clearing this bad boy, I don't think there's legitimately any way that I can win. Because I'm just getting better everything. Better upgrades, better unit comp. Oh, I'm gonna find an observer, which is a little bit frustrating. I wish I had this already, my plus whatever. You think this... or my charge? Yeah, I was gonna say, this guy definitely has some type of... yeah, obviously he's gonna have some type of stasis ward there. But it's gonna come with a flank. I'm not careful. Cancel that. This has been mainly mined out. My Archons moved in a bit of a risky way. I should have been more careful there. I really should have been more careful. That could have been bad for me. I'm gonna get my next upgrade as well. So the most logical response out of my opponent is gonna be to go into disruptors from here on out. This was not even worth it. He got 1 prism and delays my push in, maybe. But I'm still just winning. He lost 3 stalkers. So in the moment, it might be worth it, but I wasn't even planning on attacking. So it wasn't really worth it with my plans. Although now that I see how easy it is, maybe I should attack. Yeah, that's frustrating. don't really want to have to deal with that. I'm just gonna get just gonna get a Stargate. The only way that I'm losing this game is if he manages to get a couple of big disruptor hits off. And the best way to deal with that is gonna be, well, when I have an army like this, I could transition into disruptors myself. But then the problem is I have all of these big units, right? I got my Archons, got my Immortals. All of them are just gonna be hit very quickly by the disruptor. So then I have a large portion of my army doesn't actually work well. So I want a unit that synergizes, and that's going to be the Phoenix. I'm just going to get a second one as well. If he does anything but disruptors, he could technically get Colossus, but it's so rare to see that. Now this I like a lot. I think this is a good call. I'm just going to preemptively. I don't even think I have a. I'm not sure if I have an observer. A, with this army. And B, anywhere right now. Okay, well, I didn't quite need that. Yep, I don't have it with this army either. This honestly was well done. And poorly done by me as well at the same time. Both things can be true. I mean, I was going over options in my head. Like, how can I possibly lose? This was inefficient. And DTs should have definitely popped in my my tiny little brain there. I'm a little bit frustrated that it didn't, because that's just, quite frankly, a little bit silly. And there's no reason for that. We can get 2 of these already. I haven't seen any indication of there being... oh, is he actually gonna... No. No way, he's actually gonna commit, right? Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna A-move that way. So now I can pull away, and then I have some supply left over to warp in again. So I'm gonna cancel this base or kill this base, whatever you want to call it, one more time. To me, the only thing that makes any type of sense is still just gonna be disruptors, right? I actually kind of want to trade into my opponent, go up to higher gateway count so I can easily rebuild. He's getting Archons himself, which is an awful call, because you're never gonna be trading well. You can trade. Best case scenario, if I completely mess everything up, he's going to be trading evenly, right? That's the best he's going to be doing here. As I have 2 of these Stargates, I want to probably go into... Oh my god, I lost my prism again like a moron. So yeah, the best thing he can do is trade evenly, and I just have more money. So it's not the tightest game that I've played in my life. Let's be real here. He loses at the Archon. That's also not the tightest thing my opponent has done. We have 78 workers. We got to be a little bit careful that we don't go too ham on the workers, because that is a possibility that if I have like 75 workers and my opponent has like freaking 38 or something, that I end up losing a game in a really silly way. But I honestly don't really buy it. You know what I do love though? I do like the walling here that we're seeing. I think it's good. I think these blinks have been legitimately very bad. Like legitimately just very bad. You know, okay, actually, this TikTok girl is asking for it. Gonna get a mothership into the main. I mean, if you play like this, play dumb games, win stupid prizes, no? TikTok girl's playing dumb games. It's gonna win stupid prizes. That's what you get. That's a subtle way of telling someone to get out. It would be hilarious though if I lose the game. Oh wait, I should actually properly check this. Stop, legit, stop moving out, please. It is one of this. There comes that disruptor stuff. I mean, I don't enjoy this type of stuff, where I'm just sitting there waiting for my opponent to leave the game. I actually should check any type of proxy bases. That would be a very, very silly way to lose. Where's my mothership? Actually, I think recalling into the main is going to be a terrible call, but whatever. That's probably the worst disruptor shot. As in, the worst disruptor shot out of my opponent. The worst disruptor shot really that my opponent could have gotten. Let's see if we can move it forward. Gonna live with some of these dudes. Not been a great fight. This has not been a great fight as well. At least this thing is out right now. I got 2 more robotics facilities. There were more intelligent ways to play this out than what I'm doing here right now. That's all I'm gonna say about the current game. There were significantly better ways in which I could have played this out. This was very low on the list when it comes to things to do in the actual position that we're in. Bases. Yeah, let's see if we can move in. Don't think we can. This plan has failed terribly. I actually need to seriously play now. Where am I? Do I still have observers? Yeah, I do. Who is this? Who am I fighting here? I really want to know. I feel like this person might not be as bad as I made them out to be. They're just kind of owned. I think. I don't know what the MMR is. Because like this type of multitasking really ain't so bad. Oh, you're not gonna hit anything there, buddy. Come on, kill this already. Okay, so now it's gonna be 4 base, which actually pisses me off a little bit. You know that? My opponent now has 4 base. I'm gonna need to actually be careful, or somewhat careful. Yeah, just somewhat careful, maybe. That's a good hit. That's a good hit. Thought I hit a couple of these force fields. There we go. Okay, look how many gates I have. I have 18 gateways. That's a good amount, I think. I have better upgrades by 2. I have better upgrades by more soon as well. Still need to be careful though. Look how many units I'm warping in. That sounds fun, but it also means something very simple. It means that I currently don't have a whole lot of units. If I'm, you know, capable of warping in that many units every single time. I have way too much production for what I'm actually doing as well. Yeah, a couple more Archons. We have a Prism out. The Prism is actually going to help me out so much. I also want to get Blink, I think. I'm going to continue upgrades, sure. No. I want to get... How do I keep losing the freaking Prism? It's unfathomable, really. How is this even possible? Man makes the same mistake 12 times in a row. It's legit 6 times dumber than a donkey. No, 12 times. Because the donkey only makes the mistake once. I hate to see it. Oh no. I'll just throw down this thing. I'm really pissed off though that my opponent doesn't leave. Like we're just, both of us are wasting our time right now. Although he did almost get me, so props to him. And after the, what's it called, the Hero Rainer series that I watched, I feel like I can never complain about people not leaving anymore. Because that game went back and forth like 5 times. That was legit a very good game. Holy crap. If you haven't seen that yet, I recommend watching that. I really do recommend watching that. That was 6 years. Actually that game 7 was something else. No? Oh, no. I don't want to talk about that Prism. I don't want to talk about the Prism. I also don't want to talk about this game anymore. I just want to win. Get out of here, son. I know what you're trying around here. Let's stay. That's disgusting. I thought I dropped below 200 supply, like, for more than 15 seconds. That's quite well. I have no clue who this is. I'm really curious what the APM is here as well. Okay, 229 for my one at 384. God, I'm fast. Yeah, I'm very curious just overall. So that surprises me. 5-4? Oh my god, really? I should have just walked over and killed it. Should have just walked over and killed that third. Yeah, I was really far ahead. Well, that's going to be it for me today, my friends. I hope you all had a good time. Last game wasn't quite it. First game was beautiful. That's the way it works sometimes in life. Rank 15, Grandmaster. Next week, when I start this episode, I'm telling you I'm going to be rank 8. All right? It's going to be a good MMR. I'm going to feel it. We're on the way up. Thanks all so much for watching. I hope you have a great Sunday evening. And hit the like button, subscribe. And ciao, ciao.